Hey there, East here, Lucky Defenders. Today we are back on Black Betty. We are going to be doing O2 sensors today to see if we can resolve the smoking issue. I don't know what I lost, but it probably wasn't important. So, O2 sensors, pretty quick and easy. I did go out and buy the clawfoot adapter, which is pretty good. So let me get cracking on with this. Underneath, we'll get them done pretty quickly. Thing to bear in mind, of course, with the O2 sensors, there is a front and a back O2 sensor. I hope you liked how I went sideways there. There's a back and a front because the connectors are different. So you got to make sure you get the right connectors in the right place, otherwise it doesn't work. So let me figure out which ones are correct, which ones are left, which ones are right, which ones are male, which ones are female, and we'll get these things cracked off, new ones in. Hopefully that will fix the check engine light. Good news on the case seal, I think it worked. So I'll show you guys that as well. We'll get underneath, we'll have a look, but let's start off with the O2 sensors and getting them installed. All right, under the vehicle, this is the driver's side. One O2 sensor right there. Another O2 sensor right up there. Pretty straightforward. Just got to find the connection block, unplug it. I don't even know if I can do that. You're not even looking in the right place. Come on, guys. Back there. Get that unhooked. Get that out. New one in. Tighten back up. All together. And we will be good to go. So let me put the time lapse on and you can watch me struggle with this. First one out. Doesn't look too bad. I don't even know how they work, but they do sometimes, supposedly. But first one out. I'll get this back in. 3 more to go. We'll get those wrapped around pretty quickly. All right, there we go. Old one's out, new one's in. Let's give this thing a start and see what Black Betty does. I did already clear, let me change hands here. I did already clear the fault codes. So, let's see what she does. How does it look back here? Well, I tell you what, from like immediately that's better. Well, hang on, here it comes. Although that's not nearly as bad as it was. I mean, she was, you guys remember, she was smoking a lot. All right, I'm just gonna let her run for a little while. I'll check the codes again. Just gonna listen out, see if I can hear anything. Sounds okay. The old ones were okay, I suppose. Pull them out here and we can have a look. So, I mean, fine, better, not great. So it could have been that that was the one that was maybe giving us the problem. But I tell you what, from, sorry about that, just from looking at it, I mean, she is not smoking. That is a massive win. I mentioned the head gaskets. I put the K-seal in. I'm gonna let it run for a while. You saw me do the time lapse of the brake clean under there. I'm gonna let it run for a while. There's no more leak under there. That K-seal took care of that head gasket leak, which is, I don't know, you have to take that to a dealership, what, probably $5 grand to get that done. So for 18 bucks, big win, huge win, massive win. I'm just gonna let it run for a while, just let it chew on it. Hopefully that has sorted out our issues, and I believe it has, purely based on the fact that there's still a little bit of smoke there, but that's okay. I am fine with that. I did turn it off, but I do want to take you underneath and show you from the head gasket leak point of view. It was running for a little while. I did rev it up a little bit, and the way that it was working was that as soon as you revved it up, you lost a bunch of coolant. Now, I brake cleaned it under here, and you will see, be careful not to touch anything. There is no coolant leaking. Let me put the light on one more. There we go, it's a bit better. There is no coolant leaking from anywhere here, and that is a win, and a big one. I'll do some proper driving with it, of course, but head gasket fixed without doing anything. Craigslist rebuild special.